Hello, this is Dr. Scott, and today I want to review some of the most common weight loss myths. Weight loss is a big topic, no pun intended. Well, maybe a little bit of a pun intended. But there's so much information out there about weight loss, and some of it's just not 100% correct. So in this video today, I'm going to review a few of the most common weight loss myths that I hear about all the time. Number one, if you want to lose weight, just exercise more. So again, this is a very common myth that many people subscribe to, and the truth is, a little bit of truth is in every one of these statements. So, exercising is wonderful. I'm a big fitness person. I think exercising is great, and it is going to increase your metabolism, and it will help you stay fit and help your hormones. So exercise can go a long way. We could do a whole video just on the benefits of exercise. So I don't want to say that exercise isn't beneficial, but I'm going to lay out a couple of the most common weight loss myths, and I'm going to explain where they can go wrong. Number two is, if you want to lose weight, eat less. So again, this is a common logical statement, and yes, if you eat too much, you're going to increase more calories, and a lot of times your body will start to sack some of those calories away in the form of fat storage. And if you eat less, a lot of times your body will start burning fat and trying to use up those calories. So yes, there's a little bit of truth here. Third, if you want to lose weight, eat less fat. And again, this goes back to the whole calorie thing, because fat is very high in calories. So if you eat a very small amount of fat, it can have the same amount of calories as a huge amount of vegetables or fiber or even protein. So the thing is that even though these things all have a certain amount of truth to them, they're not the whole picture. And many patients will mistakenly use this as the golden rule, and for some people it may help. If your metabolism is functioning fairly normal and you start to exercise a little bit and you eat a little bit less, you're going to lose some weight, and for most people that's all it takes. As far as fat is concerned, we've been mistakenly led to believe that fat causes you to be fat, and it's really the opposite. Fat signals our bodies to burn fat, and when we restrict fat, then our body tries to hold on to fat. And again, we're not going to get into too much detail about the whole controversy between fat and carbohydrates and those types of things. But what I want to stress is that there's many things that can happen with patients that will sabotage these simple rules. Again, these can work in the short term, but they may not work long term. So you can have a couple different problems that will prevent these strategies from working for you. Number one is low stomach acid. This is something that I see in my practice on a regular basis. So you have a patient who exercises, they're trying to watch what they eat, and they're trying to hold back on fatty foods and eat lean, and they just can't seem to lose weight. So the average person would think, well, you need to exercise more and eat less and keep doing the same types of things, and it just doesn't work. And in fact, if you continue to do that, a lot of times you'll keep lowering your calories and pushing your body to the point where your metabolism becomes shut down, because it needs to try to hold on to the calories that it has, and then your metabolism becomes what I call broken. And this can be a big problem, and it's hard to get your metabolism functioning again because you've already run it into the ground. But having low stomach acid is going to prevent your body from digesting key nutrients like fats, proteins, key minerals, and key vitamins. And the body needs all of these in order to be healthy, and in order to lose weight, you have to be healthy. So a lot of my diabetic patients have low stomach acid. They can eat a very low carb diet, but yet they still are not absorbing fats and proteins, and all that they're absorbing is the carbohydrate portion of the diet, and that prevents their blood sugar from being regulated. And this is a big problem, and this is the key to helping them get their diabetes under control. Same thing with chronic weight loss resistance. So what we're talking about, the person who exercises religiously, they try to watch what they eat, and yet they still can't lose any weight. Again, back to poor stomach acid. They're not absorbing fats and proteins. You have to absorb fats and proteins to signal your body that it's okay to start burning fat for energy. If not, you're just absorbing carbohydrates. That sends the wrong signals to your hormones, and that can create insulin resistance, it can cause leptin resistance, and then you can become a broken metabolism. You may have a low thyroid problem or a thyroid imbalance. Again, these are very common, and I see a lot of this in my practice. So again, this is another example of exercising, trying to watch what you eat, and you're not losing any weight. But again, the thyroid is a master at metabolism, weight management, energy, metabolism. So again, without proper thyroid function, you're never going to be able to lose weight. Gallbladder, having the gallbladder removed. This is one of the things I see so often in my practice, and it's just such a shame because the medical stance is that you don't need a gallbladder. And they'll take these out on a regular basis. And again, a lot of people are having gallbladder problems. They may have gallbladder congestion, they may have gallstones, and a lot of this is stemming from the fact that they have poor stomach acid. So again, it goes back to your proper stomach acid. And when this happens, then when the pH in your stomach reaches a certain point, it's going to signal your liver and your gallbladder to produce bile, and that's going to help you break down fats. But if your stomach acid isn't there, then you're not going to signal liver and gallbladder, but the liver keeps producing bile and it keeps storing it in the gallbladder, and then you get gallbladder congestion. And then this can cause gallbladder function, and then you can get pain, and then you go to your gastroenterologist, and they're going to recommend removing your gallbladder. So once this is done, now you have no place to store the bile that is needed to break down fats. And the key to keeping your weight managed is digesting fats. That's right, fats, the bad guy. Everybody thinks if I don't eat fat, if I eat lean meat, if I eat, stay away from all kinds of fats, then I'm going to be lean. This doesn't work that way. You have to digest fats in order to stimulate your body to burn fat for energy. So again, once the gallbladder is removed, you need specific supplementation to help provide those bile acids that your body can't provide. And this is a tricky one. I treat a lot of cases, and I can help people that have chronic weight loss, chronic diabetic issues, and all kinds of health problems. But when I find out they have their gallbladder removed, it throws a wrench in my care. But again, with the proper supplementation, we can overcome it. And then, as I mentioned earlier, many patients keep pushing and pushing and pushing to the point where they break their metabolism. So, a classic example is someone will go on a little bit of a diet, they cut their calories, and they start to lose a few pounds. And they feel, okay, great, but now, their weight plateaus, and they can't continue to lose any weight. So what do? They cut their calories a little bit more. Okay, well, each time you cut your calories, your metabolism is going to adapt to a lower caloric intake. And eventually, you can't eat much less because your body won't let you. Now you say, okay, well, I'm going to increase my exercise. So now you're increasing your exercise, you may lose a few more pounds again. But again, once you keep increasing your exercise, eventually there's going to come a point where your body says, wait a minute, I need to really start holding on to what little calories I'm getting, or our survival might be in jeopardy. And this is where the metabolism shuts down. And this is a big problem that I see with a lot of patients who have been on a chronic low-calorie diet and chronic over-exercisers. This can also cause stress to your adrenal glands, which are little glands that have a big impact on your energy metabolism, your hormone production, a lot of other things. So again, sometimes you have to eat in order to stimulate metabolism to kick back up. And if you keep cutting calories over and over, eventually you're going to be in trouble. Chronic inflammation. So again, chronic inflammation can be caused by a lot of different things. You can have, again, blood sugar imbalances that cause excess insulin production, and that can cause inflammation. The poor fatty acid ratios, so omega-6 to omega-3 ratios, can cause chronic inflammation. And we have chronic inflammation in our bodies. This is going to cause us to hold on to fat. And then, as I've kind of alluded to, blood sugar problems, insulin resistance, leptin resistance. These are a big problem that can prevent people from losing weight, even when they're doing a lot of the right things. So the big takeaway is this: if exercise and sensible diet are not working, you could have other metabolic issues. Being overweight is not just about eating less and working out more. It's about being healthy. And many people feel that being overweight is unhealthy. And there's a certain amount of truth to that. But you could be overweight because you are unhealthy. So I want to thank you for watching this video, and hope that helps clear up some of the most common weight loss myths that I see in my practice. And hopefully I'll see you on the next video. Take care.